Namaste. A very, very happy Mahashivaratri to all of you. Mahashivaratri, what a great festival it is. Every Krishna Trayodashi of every month, of every Masa, is called Masa Shivaratri. But the Masa Shivaratri that comes in the Magha Masa is called Mahashivaratri. They say it is Vratanam Uttamottamam. It is the best of all the Vratas. There are so many vratas we perform throughout the year, but if you have missed any of them or all of them, it's okay. It's very important to practice this particular vrata called the Mahashivaratri vrata. And the phala, the fruits of all those vratas will be obtained by practicing this one vrata, say the Puranas. Mahashivaratri is very special for many reasons. The Puranas and the legends say that this was the day when Parashiva did the Ananda Tandava and brought forth all of the creation. And this was the day when he married Parvati, the great Shiva and Shiva Sanyoga happened on Shivaratri. And this is the day on which he is going to perform the Pralaya Tandava and dissolve everything back into himself. So Shivaratri is very significant in many ways. And Shiva will be he is already Ashutosha, Bhola Shankara, ready to give us what we deserve, but he will be extra graceful on the Shivaratri day. So this Shivaratri has many modes of performance. We don't have to be confused about how to worship. We just have to obey the rules of the region in which we live, our family, our occupation, our community or our region. Whatever has been done by our elders, we can just follow. But pan-India, across the Sanatana culture, across the world, what we see commonly as Shivaratri Acharanam is waking up early in the morning before the sunrise and taking a pure bath, wearing very clean clothes. And then from the Suryodaya, from the morning sunrise to the sunrise of the next day, the Shivaratri Vrata is performed. So Shivaratri Vrata is majorly of puja, Ganga Abhisheka or Panchamrita Abhisheka, puja, Bilva puja. Bilva is supposed to be the favorite of Shiva. And Om Namah Shivaya, the great Shadakshari mantra, or just Namah Shivaya, which is Panchakshari mantra, which is a great Maha mantra to be chanted throughout the Shivaratri, and to practice celibacy, Brahmacharya, to practice Dana, and to practice puja and Mauna if possible, and to be very pure that day, to not eat anything. Of course, people may ask, how can I do Upavas? There are different levels of Upavasa. We can just have a small meal like some snacks or tiffin if we cannot keep starving all day. Or we can just have fruits, salads, things like that, uncooked food. Or we can just have some juices and milk and things like that. Or we can have just water. Or if we can really do it, and we can also have Nirjala Upvasa, that is, not have even water. But it's really great because there's a joy in sacrifice. There's a joy in disciplining ourselves. That is what a Vrata is all about. And on Shivaratri, it's supposed to fetch a lot of punya for us, and Shiva will be very happy because the same junk food, the same indulging, the same kind of monotony of life where we are crazily hanging around doing nothing, wasting time, wasting our precious money, wasting our time and all that. But on Shivaratri, we just get back all our mental energies and focus on something higher and divine, and that is the Shivatva within us. So it's very important to perform the Shivaratri Vrata, understanding it properly. There's a very cute, beautiful story about Shivaratri, which is seen in the Shiva Purana, Shiva Mahapuranas. It says that there was a hunter who was very, very Punyashali, meritorious. In many of his births, he had done great things. But there was a little more of sadhana to be done left for him. So Shiva created a Maya. One day when he went on hunting, he found nothing at all. Not an animal, not a bird to hunt, and he was feeling very sad that he could not take back anything as food for his family. But by then it got dark and he had to stay back in the forest, and he was very afraid because of the animals around. There was a tiger chasing him. He climbed a tree and he was afraid that he may just doze off and fall down and become prey to the tiger. So he wanted to keep awake and he started plucking the leaves of the tree, and incidentally that was a bilva tree which he did not realize. He started plucking the trees and saying Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, and throwing it down. where there was actually a Shivalinga also. And so this is how unintentionally the whole day he was hungry, so he performed upvas, and the whole night he was awake because of the fear of the tiger. So he did Jagaran, and he was saying Om Namah Shivaya and plucking the leaves of Bilva and throwing them on Shivalinga. So he also did Shiva Puja. Now his punya was complete, and Shiva appeared to him and blessed him with the greatest of what he could give him. So this is a story which is very popular in South India. We call him Bedara Kannappa, the hunter Kannappa. So the story of Shivaratri is especially celebrated along with the story of this great hunter called Kannappa. So these are all the beautiful Sanatanic rituals and ideas which are involved in Shivaratri. So it is no use to perform Shivaratri sitting up in the night, going to hotels, eating junk food and just chatting and gossiping. The idea of Jagaran is to be awake, means to contemplate on something divine and noble, not just loiter around, hang around doing nothing. So let's have some control of our senses. Let's do some Tyaga on Shivaratri. Let's think of higher things. May Shiva bless us with what we deserve. May he give us Dharma Prajna, may he give us Ayur Arogya and Aishwarya, and enable us to use them for Dharma Karya. These words, I wish you all a very happy Mahashivratri once again. Namaskara.